Good Morning Lebanon. My name is Ashley Mahan. I'm the Executive Director of the Lebanon Area Chamber of Commerce.
Hey, good morning, Lebanon. I'm Jason Stapleton with 107.9 The Coyote.
It's a crossover episode.
That's
We're
right.
so excited. It's going to
Me
be
too.
a fun time.
Yeah, it's been fun already set up, hasn't it?
It has been really fun already this morning. So no chaos at all, though.
None.
So let's talk about what's sitting in front of us. Coffee from Covell and a pumpkin pie cookie.
It's a thick one, too.
It looks like a pumpkin pie. Like it actually looks like a miniature. So cute.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're going to have to try
Should we
that
eat 'em?
later. Yeah, take a bite.
Like now?
Yeah, do it.
Okay.
Go
I'm not
for
afraid
it.
to do that. Pumpkin spice. Let's get into this.
Are you like a food critic?
I'm pretty good at it, actually.
How is it? Tastes like pumpkin pie?
It tastes like fall.
Tastes
That's
like
what it tastes
fall.
like. Tastes like Halloween.
And
Well done.
speaking of Halloween, check out my sweater.
I know.
So this is from Perennial Trends. They have some great Halloween stuff in there. So go check it out because it's Halloween weekend, even though you didn't believe me earlier.
I didn't.
It's
No.
time. And I also have on my little cute candy corn from June and Beyond. So thank you guys for setting me up with some great outfits for Halloween.
I have nothing at
Yeah,
all.
we'll work on that.
Yeah. Get me into the spirit.
All right, so Covell, back to Covell. We are doing some giveaways coming up in the next few weeks. We're going to do free coffee. So it's a 30-minute giveaway. You've got to watch the show, share the show, and say free coffee. And at the end of this show, we're going to announce
That's
the
right.
winner.
Yeah.
So
Fun.
a lot of fun. So you got to watch, you got to share, you got to comment free coffee. Easy as that, and then you'll get some Covell coffee just like us. Oh, we'll put you on the board at Covell. And
That's right. They have that board. You
yeah,
can go
I
in
got
there
put
and-
on the board yesterday.
How fun.
It's so exciting.
That's awesome.
Great way to give back to people.
Great idea.
Yeah. So we also have another giveaway. It's a bucket. Yes. Brian, bring up the bucket. Kendall, bring up the bucket. Wildfire Candle Company.
Wildfire.
And they are inside Covell. So they have provided this bucket. Ryan said of all the dirty man smells, but
It's all man stuff, right?
yep, all man stuff.
Morning. That's the last. We don't want morning wood is what that's called. Whiskey butter shot.
Dirty Hunter. We've got lots of good stuff in here. So this giveaway we will do next week.
I love it.
We will announce the winner next week on this, and it's the same thing except for you don't comment free coffee. You just comment wildfire.
That's right. 2 words or 1 word.
Either.
Ooh, right.
Yeah.
Both words.
Either. If we read wildfire, you're in.
That's it.
Yeah. So great giveaways. We're really excited to be starting this for everybody watching because we want to make sure we are giving back to our viewers because we appreciate you guys. All right. Like, comment, share. This is a live show. We want to see your comments as well. So let us know how we're doing. Let us know how Jason's doing. He's not nervous.
No, I'm comfortable. This is fun. I mean, honestly.
It's going to be a great show. I'm looking really forward to
Except for
what
the
we
big
have going
monitor
on.
with our faces.
Don't look at that. Okay, going on in the community. Coming up, we've got Wall of Honor with the Lebanon Area Chamber of Commerce. Big event we do every year. We honor 5 people that we're bringing on to the Wall of Honor. It's the Community Achievement Award. We're doing this on Thursday, November 7th. Get your tickets now at the Civic Center at the Chamber office. We have a few left, but you don't want to miss out on this to celebrate these 5 wonderful people. And Brian Thompson was with us last week. He shared the DEA National Take Back Day. It is tomorrow, Saturday, August 26th from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. So if you've got some old prescriptions you need to get rid of, this is your time to do that. They just say no liquids or sharps, please. You can do that at the Lebanon Police Department. And like I said, it's Halloween weekend, Jason.
It is Halloween. I was informed earlier.
Now you know.
I do.
We've got some trunk or treats coming up. Heartland Antique Mall has theirs tomorrow, 4 to 6. So get out there to Heartland Antique Mall and see what goodies they've got. We've got another one at American Family Insurance and Century 21. Get out there to their parking lot. They'll have a few trunks set up in that, and June and Beyond is in that parking lot as well.
Nice.
So they'll be doing that 5 to 7:30. And the Route 66 Society is also doing theirs at the fairgrounds over at the Ag Building, the Legacy Building. So get out there from, well, I think it just starts at 5. I don't know that they have an end time, just till they run out of candy, I guess.
Trick or treats are awesome, and you should go to all of them.
Yeah, there's time for all of them,
There
so
is.
you might as well. Also coming up, so I love Christmas, but I love Halloween more. So it's hard for me to celebrate Christmas already, but here we are. Next week, we've got a fundraiser for Shop with a Cop, which this is a great program that they do to let kiddos who don't get to have a Christmas have one. So go out to Elm Street Eatery, get some pancakes, and support a great program, Shop with a Cop.
A really great program. Shop with a Cop is so fun, and I'm glad they're doing it. And it will get you in the Christmas spirit. So
it will right before
lightly.
Halloween, I guess.
That's right.
Okay, and Jason, this is a crossover episode, so tell us a little bit about 1079 and what is going on at the Coyote.
Well, we're experiencing exponential growth.
Okay.
It is so exciting right now, and I guess the two things I want to highlight that I want everyone to be aware of is, number one, obviously our morning show is an award-winning show with Crystal in the morning. Listen to her. She's on from 6 a.m. to 10 a.m. Every weekday, Monday through Friday. Very interactive. She takes call-ins from callers all across the listening area, gives away prizes. It's a lot of fun. And then in the afternoon from 4 to 6, we've started something new, Ashley.
Okay.
Yep. 90s throwback, or actually, it's 90s throwback or throwback 90s. I'm not sure which way we're going with that. I think it's 90s throwback. Okay, 90s throwback, and we're going to the country and the rock from back in the 90s. And so all of y'all out there my age, this is right up your guys' alley from 4 to 6 every weekday. It's 90s throwback, and it's all kinds of fun from the 90s rock, you name it, to all the 90s country that we all grew up on and still love. And really, it's funny how you haven't heard a song in years, and all of a sudden you'll hear it and you know all the lyrics to it.
Yes.
That's what's happening from 4 to 6 on the Coyote 1079.
Have you already started that, or you're getting ready to start it?
It's already started. It's
Okay.
rocking right now.
I was going to say, so I have you guys on the radio whenever I get in my car, and I've been hearing some songs lately that I'm like, I know all of the words to this song, and I haven't heard it in probably
I love it.
5-10 years.
Yes. And
It's
that's
crazy.
And I think that's why people like it too, because they're driving, all of a sudden the song will come on and it'll just,
And I'm rocking.
yeah. And sometimes it takes you back to those days too when you
Yeah.
heard the song.
Lots of fun.
It's always fun. Yeah.
I love that program. Thank you for doing that.
Yeah, it's rock and roll.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're having fun doing it.
We've got a couple of comments we're going to go to really quick. Jason, you're doing great.
Who said that?
Cheryl Tucker Stapleton. You must know this person.
I do.
And how's that?
That's my sweet mother.
Oh,
My mom.
Cheryl, thank you for commenting.
Hi, Mom.
Sarah Angst, she's got a comment as well. She's going to be at the American Family Trunk or Treat.
Yes.
Sarah's everywhere.
A truck or treater.
Thank you, Sarah, for your comment too. We're going to try to be a little bit better about reading those comments live whenever they come in. So be sure you're commenting, liking, sharing this. Of course, don't forget about our free coffee giveaway. At the end of this show, we're going to give away coffee to somebody.
Awesome. Mom, you're not qualified. You don't live here. But I love you.
All right, really quick, we have a really important message from Judy Kyle over at Cope. Take a look.
I'm Judy Kyle, and I'm with Cope, our local domestic violence shelter. And we would like for you to join us for our event that we're going to have on November the 4th at the Mighty Oak Lodge. We are going to do a tailgate party with the Kansas City Chiefs and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers Monday Night Football game. We're going to have lots of TVs there. We're going to have Brian Hash is going to bring 3 of his craft beers and his famous sangria. We're excited about that. We're going to have cornhole toss games. We'll do a 50-50 raffle. Lots of food. We're going to be grilling hamburgers and hot dogs and lots of other food that's been donated. And we're just going to have a nice, fun-filled evening with anybody that would like to come. So the tickets are $40 per person ahead of time, and they are $50 at the door. But we'd really like for you to come. There is a brochure around town. If you see this brochure, there is a QR code at the bottom that you can just scan, and then you can pay us through that. Or if you would like to send a check to Cope, it's at 201 Lawson Avenue here in Lebanon. So we'd love to see you come. Thank you very much.
All right, we're live again.
And we're back. Thank you, Judy, for sharing that message with us. That sounds like a great event.
Yeah. Oh, I know what my team colors are going to be. Red.
Red. Yes.
Red, right?
They already are.
That's true. Yeah.
They're not going to be. They already are.
You guys are really big Chiefs fans, right?
Yes.
Like both of you, just really hardcore. So yeah, you should go support that. $40 a ticket. It goes to Cope. You know, it's good to keep that stuff in our community. I'm up here because I'm doing a little bit of a show takeover on our crossover because me and Jason have something we want to tell you guys about.
You go first.
All right. So, I was going to make a joke here, but that's not appropriate. All right. So me and Jason and the group over at Coyote have seen where we're going to be beneficial to each other. So today we want to announce a partnership that you're going to see me supporting a lot of Coyote gear, and I'm going to help represent them here in Lebanon. And coming up Monday morning, I will let morning show you're talking about. I'll actually be on
Looking forward to that.
on that morning show.
7:45 a.m.
7:45.
You knew
yes,
that.
Yes, that's about what time I get up. So you're making me get
early.
up like way earlier.
That's right, baby.
So as we go through this, you're going to see a lot more content and a lot more things as we bring value. Radio is such an amazing medium. That's where I kind of started this journey in, and to help and have that partnership with that is just it makes me so happy to partner with you guys there at the Coyote.
We're really excited about it too, Ryan. And you know, when you're serving a community, I think we all know, Lebanon especially is no stranger to this. It takes a village.
Yes.
And when you bring a village together, there are strategic partnerships that get formed. And that's what's happening here. And so the gift that keeps on giving is a platform that you can offer to a community in order to get a message out to them on a consistent basis.
Yes.
And we're a heritage radio station that's been in the market for 20 plus years.
Yeah.
And everything that you're doing over here with Good Morning Lebanon, Ryan, is exceptional. It's really great. And
Well, I
so
appreciate that.
I think the strategic partnership here together is going to be dynamite, and looking forward to getting started.
I am too. So lots of big announcements coming up. So I want to announce a little bit of what's coming up in 2025 with this show. Not only the partnership with the Coyote, but
Woohoo!
Go Marshfield.
right. I'm so happy to announce and to let you guys know that this show is expanding. And on Thursday mornings coming in 2025, Marshfield is getting their own Good Morning show. Now, Rob and Rachel over there, they're going to be hosting that. I'm going to be producing the same thing I do with you guys. I'm going to be doing up there in Marshfield. So look forward to that coming on in 2025. Now, there's a couple other announcements as well for this, as we've got the Coyote partnership, we've got Marshfield. I'm going to throw this up there. So what we're looking at is right now, Lebanon Now is kind of the news organization that you guys kind of see premiere this week. Lead Relics Lebanon in Marshfield, and in 2025, spring of 2025, Brian Hash will take over a show, and we're developing that now, just called Men. It's going to be about
Men.
you guessed it, right?
Gotta say it like that.
Period.
But, yes, but positive. You know.
No.
Oh.
Well, it has a period.
Okay, let's talk about that later. Okay, but anyway, but yes. So but I know, right? But that show's going to focus around everything from cigars to scotch. You know, that's a group that we had as well. Cigars, scotch, tools, fashion, health. We got a guest coming up today, Ryan Rogers. He's going to be part of the health initiative on that show to just make our area and our men in our area healthier and mentally, spiritually, and just in gadgets and tools and all things men like to do. So that's coming in 2025 as well. If that's not enough, that's really enough. That's all I've got for announcements.
That's a lot, actually.
That is a lot. So stay tuned for 2025 as all of this keeps growing and expanding. And once again, Jason, tune in to the Coyote Monday morning, 7:45.
Yes.
I will be on there. We're going to introduce this to that audience. So listen and catch us over there for the second half of this crossover.
Yes.
Beautiful.
Yep.
All
Looks
right.
like we have another comment, Ryan.
Yes, we do. Let's go to it. I was busy talking. And let's see.
Emily Huckabee, this is a match that just makes sense. Exciting things in the future.
Thank you, Emily.
It really does make sense. It just
does.
makes sense in the fact that we're two very cooperative mediums. We're different mediums, but very cooperative mediums.
Great word.
They complement one another for sure.
It's weird when I started developing this and bringing this. There's no real playbook for it. I took a little bit from streaming, a little bit from TV, a little bit from radio, a little bit from this to develop what I've got going on here, and to have a strong partner like you guys is just amazing. So I appreciate
You
that.
guys are being a little mushy.
I know.
I like it.
I know. All right. Now, with that said, we need to get on with the show because we got two great guests coming up. So what we're going to do is Ryan Rogers, once again, is going to be part of the Men's Show initiative. But we've seen part one last week about the TRT, and I'll be coming back on in later shows to talk about that because I'm actually taking part in that. But here's part two about some of the natural things you can do to raise your own testosterone.
Part two of our testosterone saga. In part one, we talked about signs and symptoms that would indicate that you had low testosterone. In part two, we're going to talk about ways that you can help stabilize and help produce naturally your own testosterone levels. The first thing you can do for yourself is focus on a healthy diet, whole foods, foods that are high in good fat and lean proteins. This has been shown to link increased testosterone levels in men as they incorporate less processed and less enriched foods into their diet. Exercise. Focus on compound movements when we're talking about exercise. We're talking about multi-joint movements such as squats, deadlifts. Aerobic exercise can also increase your testosterone production when you incorporate this into your daily activities. Sleep. I think, studies show that you want to get somewhere between the neighborhood of 7 to 9 hours of good sleep per night. And I know that kind of is mind-blowing and for some of us in terms of how, much or how less sleep that we get. But studies show that the more sleep that you get help increase testosterone levels when compared to people who are getting less than 5 hours of sleep. Stress management. Stress incorporates or sort of makes you produce your own cortisol levels. Well, cortisol level blocks the production of testosterone. So we want to make sure that we're doing things like deep breathing and meditation and other things to mitigate stress in our life to help produce or help us stabilize our own testosterone production. Certainly, we can do all these things. We can make these lifestyle changes, but sometimes it's just not enough. And so if you're still feeling symptoms that we talked about earlier in part one, it might be time to reach out to your primary care provider or come see us at Optimize Health and Integrative Medicine to talk about options and to talk about ways that we can incorporate testosterone replacement therapy into your regimen. Again, this is Ryan Rogers with Optimize Health and Integrative Medicine with your Optimized Health Minute. Thanks for joining in with part two of our testosterone saga.
And we're back.
Nice.
Ryan, first of all, I just want to say thank you for doing this.
Oh, gosh.
Thank you for spotlighting a topic that I think is really important and needs to be talked about.
Yeah. My pleasure. And certainly, again, one of the reasons why we started Optimized Health was to bring things like this to the community to help people feel better and just be better, So.
Well, that video, so it's not lost on me out of the host here. I was hearing your video and eat better,
Yeah.
sleep better,
Yeah.
exercise better.
Yeah.
Those are three things that we all have control of that we can do collectively to better our testosterone levels. Is that the right way to say it?
Absolutely. Testosterone replacement therapy, you think about these things that you have control over that you can do yourself. And certainly, that can begin the journey to sort of help your own body produce and, use your own testosterone that you produce. But sometimes that's just not enough. And so, at Optimized Health, we try to, incorporate those things into everyone's, treatment plan. But because it is not enough most of the time, we then incorporate, exogenous testosterone replacement therapy using either injections or pellets or, other things to kind of help mitigate their deficiencies in terms of testosterone.
Wow. So at my age,
Here we go.
Yeah.
at my age, what are some signs?
Yeah.
Like if I'm driving in a car, like what am I looking for?
Sure.
And talk to me like I'm a small child. Too,
Absolutely.
So I can really
Yeah.
understand this.
Absolutely. I think the biggest thing that brings people in to see me is fatigue, right? So, men wake up after sleeping all night and they wonder, did I even sleep? And so that is one of a big tell, your mood, irritability, sexual dysfunction, so I wouldn't be practicing that in the car, but certainly as you're driving. But ultimately, again, sexual dysfunction, erectile dysfunction, and those things are typically the things that bring people in or bring spouses in with their, affected spouse to talk about things that could be in reference to low testosterone.
Wow. That's good. That's
Yeah.
good information to know.
Yeah.
The more you know, folks.
The more you know.
And there's benefits, right? So we talk about the immediate benefits, and those are the things that you kind of brought to light. But it's the long-term benefits that can be helpful in terms of health maintenance, right? So we're talking like osteoporosis prevention, osteopenia prevention. We're also talking about cardiovascular disease risk rate reduction. So that's the biggest thing. You think about men and women, but the biggest killer in the country right now is cardiovascular disease, and testosterone replacement therapy is preventative for that. Not a lot of people know that. So the significance of the initial benefits that you get after starting TRT, but we're talking the long game, the long-term benefits of TRT or testosterone replacement.
Man, we got to take better care of ourselves. So we got to eat better, sleep better, exercise better.
Yeah.
That's good.
Those
That's good to know.
those things can certainly be, the initial jumping point to begin the process to feeling better. And again, it is life changing when you start doing TRT. Life changing. Testosterone, low testosterone. Ryan kind of asked the question off the screen here, but low testosterone is common. It's so common. I think the studies showed that in 1942, when men were all gathered together to go off to World War II, they had plenty of opportunity to test for, a lot of things, but testosterone was one of them. The average testosterone level of a 20-year-old in 1942 was around 800. I think in 2018, they retested that, and it was somewhere in the neighborhood of 400 and 500.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
So, and that most of that has to do with probably our diet, our lack of activity level, obesity, which is a pandemic in and of itself. But those things contribute to low testosterone and the symptoms associated with that.
Processed foods.
Yeah. Processed foods are, it's awful.
So if somebody thinks as they're driving in the car, hey, maybe this is something I need to go get checked, they just give you a call,
Yeah.
make an appointment, and you take care of it.
Sure, absolutely. And the range for quote low testosterone or normal testosterone rather is around 300 to 900. So you can go to your primary care doctor and sort of talk about symptoms that you're having, get your labs checked, but what may or your primary care provider may say is that, it's in normal limits because you're above 300. But at Optimized Health, and as the name sort of suggests, we want to optimize that hormone level. So we want to optimize your testosterone. So I like to keep my guys somewhere in the neighborhood of like 900 to 1200. So even though that they're testing normal on the scale or the, within normal limits, it's not optimized. So asking your primary care provider, coming in to see us, but we do labs in clinic and we tailor that treatment specifically for individuals based upon their labs and based upon their symptoms.
So once they start this therapy, how quickly do they start seeing benefits?
Honestly, for the immediate benefits, you can probably start to expect to see changes within the first 3 shots. So the shots are once a week. So that brain fog, the fatigue, the rest, all those things, typically you sort of like, wake up almost and just feel so much better. So the benefits can happen very quickly. And then the long-term benefits, of course, like we talked about, that's the thing that you're looking for over a period of time, but very quickly.
So even though you fall in the range of decent testosterone levels,
Yeah.
it may not be optimal.
Correct. Correct.
Makes sense.
And that goes for, everything too. I mean, we're talking testosterone here, but, your thyroid health, just other hormones as well. Women with hormone replacement therapy, certainly, again, it may be fine in terms of the lab results, but may not be optimized.
Okay. Well, I'll go eat lettuce today. That's what I'll
take
be
a nap.
doing. And take a nap.
Yeah.
Looks like we have a comment. Jonathan Reagan, Ryan Rogers is a great guy.
Thanks, Jonathan. Appreciate that.
Jonathan's a great guy, too.
Yeah, he is a great guy.
Thank you, Jonathan. We appreciate these comments, guys. This is a live show, so be sure to share with us what your thoughts are or any questions that you have. Jessica Johnson, she says, free coffee is the best. Yes,
Nice.
it is. Yes, it is. Savannah Staver, you're the best. Aw,
Oh, thanks.
everybody loves Ryan.
I know.
Okay, well, Ryan, I think that's all the time
Yep.
we have for now, but you've got one more segment of this saga,
I think
right?
one or two.
One or two?
Yeah,
Okay.
Part 3 will be coming out next week, and then I think I've got someone that's going to talk with me about the benefits. It's Ryan, but Ryan's going to talk about the benefits that he's had while on TRT, and just kind of anecdotally talk to you about his transition and his how he's been feeling lately.
Awesome. That'll be great.
Thanks,
Looking
Ryan.
forward to it.
Yep.
Thank you, Ryans.
Thank
both
you
of
guys.
you.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you for having me, guys.
Of course. And really quick, we want to do a shout out to CNC Farm and Home.
Good morning, Lebanon, from CNC Farm and Home. It's the place that has all of your farm and home needs, from workwear and giftware through all of your plumbing and electrical and tool needs, everything you need to get everything done around the place. Thank you so much, and have a great day.
Our next guest, we've got David Kreischer.
Right.
Here he is.
Flying in.
David, we're so glad you're here with us today.
It's always a pleasure to be here.
You have been busy.
I stay busy.
Yeah, so we talked recently, and you said you had like 5 shoots in one day.
Right.
David does photography, for those of you who don't know, and you're downtown. Here is
Right.
where your studio
Right
is.
above Jude's.
Yeah, so you do all kinds of photography, right?
Right. Mostly senior portraits,
Like the one on screen.
but we also do headshots too. So,
Yes.
We do a couple weddings a year, but it's like 3 or 4, and that's all I ever want to do. So
Sure. And you're kind of known for the guy who lights people on fire.
I am the guy that lights people on fire. It's a fun time. The students really enjoy it, and we do it in a safe manner. So no worries there.
Yep. This photo on screen, this is a special someone to me and my daughter, Keely. You've done a great job with her photos as well. So thank you so much for doing that. And that's right there in your studio downtown.
Correct. And she's a blast to work with. You did a good job raising a good one. So
Thank you.
our
That's nice to hear
That
that.
was really nice.
And you'll see another one here in just a minute. So we've got some examples. I really want to talk about our senior sessions start at $299,
Okay.
and then we have packages built off of that you can customize. Some of the things that we offer are our medals
I like
Okay.
this one. I seen
So
this one
this is
earlier.
actually,
printed on aluminum,
okay.
and it has a framed in back with a wire hanger.
Gotcha.
And these run $479 for this 24 by 40.
That's beautiful. Great photo as well.
And a little,
All of it's beautiful.
and then another option.
Yes. Another
is
special
kills.
photo. Yep.
Yeah. And this is a standout print. So it's polyester backing, and it's 1.5 inch thick, and then a fine art print attached to it. And that's a little better option.
Yes.
Really great options, David.
Yeah.
That metal photo is really cool.
Yeah. And that's a matte finish on the metals. We can also do a high gloss, or they've got kind of a seamless
Yeah.
transition that actually shows the metal in the background that really comes out and pops on.
And
Real
to
good
bring it
prints,
to me, maybe
yeah.
you could just tell me how heavy is it?
It's not heavy at all.
Nice.
It's aluminum. So yeah,
Nice.
they're great.
I like that as an option opposed to prints because sometimes something happens to those prints, or
Right.
if they're in the frame for too long, they might get stuck to the glass. But that, you don't have to worry about any of that.
And they're pretty much fireproof. So I've had a
Imagine
studio
that.
in St. Louis that actually caught on fire, and all of his metals, they just cleaned them off.
Wow.
So it was kind of cool.
Yeah. So those are preserved forever.
It's one of those 100-year savings. So
You've got a comment here. David Savannah Staver says, those look really good, David.
thank you.
Yeah. He does a great job. So senior portraits, that's kind of your thing, but you do other stuff too.
We do family pictures too, online. So we do an in studio. We're going to have some mini sessions coming up for the fall.
Okay.
And we do in studio, or we can do on location. So
Perfect. I also saw, I'm just going to shout out to my neighbor, Jenny Beatty. You did some photos of her recently with her new Corvette.
we did some lifestyle photos for Jenny and her business. So yeah, they
Awesome.
turned out pretty good.
Yeah,
So,
which she's just phenomenal. Anyways, in that
Yeah.
car, every time it drives by my house, I'm like,
it's a beast.
I want to drive that.
Yeah.
And one thing that I noticed too with your catalog, sports photos
Yes.
they're just cool.
That's
And
one of
we
our
were talking
specialties,
before
yeah.
we set up about how they didn't have that back when we were playing sports.
No.
Right.
Photo options, and
Right.
the fire, and what you could do with the ball.
One of the things that I did, so when I was in high school, my family didn't have much, so I never got to do senior pictures. So I look at that as something I can give back. And I do a lot of free sessions for people that just can't afford to get that. So I want to make sure that everybody has a senior picture, so, and gets that experience. So, and headshots. We do headshots.
Headshots.
I'm really glad Ryan was off camera for
There
that.
he is.
But look, here he is.
Yeah.
Headshots. And I will say too, you've done our headshots for the chamber. We really appreciate you doing that for
Absolutely.
us. They look great on our website whenever we're needing to post those. So call David for any of your photography needs.
We appreciate you.
Yes, of course. Thank you so much
Thank
for being
you.
here.
Absolutely.
Yes,
seeing you
and,
again,
and
Dave.
sharing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do we have any more comments, Ryan? I feel like they've been kind of crazy today. All right, Bruce Owen. Good job, Ashley and Jason. Thanks.
Bruce.
He's a great guy. We love you, Bruce. Thank you.
We got this one.
Kayla Miller. David is the bee's knees.
Thanks, Kayla.
Haven't heard that one in a while.
Yeah. Yeah. Kayla's awesome.
Yes.
So
And we are going to give away that coffee.
Okay, so we're ready to give away the coffee.
If you see your comment on screen, you won.
If you see your comment on screen, you have won, and we'll make sure to add you to the board as well, just so everybody knows who the winner is. Jessica Leanne Johnson. She is our winner of the free coffee today. So, Jessica, get down to Covell and enjoy. That's exciting.
I know it's fun.
I like giving away stuff.
Yeah, and when I go get coffee, everyone's always disappointed because I just go in there and just get it black.
Yeah.
Just straight black. How do you have your coffee, Ryan? How do you drink it?
Black, yes. Like
Black?
a sociopath, yeah.
Not me.
No. You have yours all over the table before the show.
That's
is what you do.
for
We're not
facts.
talking about it.
All right, guys, that's a wrap for today. Thank you all for the comments. Thank you all for whatever. Remember, next week, Kendall, can you hand me that? Next week, what you guys need to do is share and comment, and we're going to give this bucket away. And look, there's a sticker on there because I have stickers now. If you want one of those, get a hold of me if you've been on the show. But this is all dude smelling stuff. So we're celebrating all of the announcements for today. Don't forget, on Monday, I will be on the Coyote at 7:45.
High five for that.
High five. All right, I get to dust off my old radio skills that I haven't used in years.
What am I? Like, I want a high five.
All right, give her some.
All right, there you go.
Thanks.
There you go. All right, and that's all we got for today. Thank you guys so much.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah.
man.
Great show.
Been fun.
All right.
Yep. We'll see you all next week.
Shout out while he's hitting the button to Carter, Go Caps, that is running the student,
Yes.
or student running there, and Kendall, our intern, to go get stuff and help Ashley clean up coffee. So, yeah,
See you guys.
you can
See
end
ya.
it out, Carter.